What is going on? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I seriously appreciate you tuning in today. We are back here with my 2007 Nissan 350Z HR. We got my bike rack on the back and we are out here in the middle of, seriously, the middle of nowhere. This morning was a little overcast, so I had to go out for a cruise. Took the HR for a drive. This thing is just such a blast, and I cannot wait to put the GoPro on and go out and continue our cruise. But as you saw from the title of today's video, we're going to be talking about a few different things specifically regarding the Nissan Z, and specifically the Nismo Nissan Z. So there's been a lot of news dropping with the Nissan Z. There's actually been a few spottings of it with some different camos, and I wanted to throw some pictures up here while we're driving around, talk about the different info that's been leaked, or just things that we know so far. This stuff isn't 100% guaranteed, but there's a lot of speculation going on and a lot of people are putting things together. I think we're getting down to the bottom of what we think the new Nissan Z Nismo is going to look like or be, just all that information in general. So let's go for a cruise. Look at these headlights. If you guys haven't seen it, 2 weeks ago we redid these headlights. It took us about 35 minutes and they just turned out perfect. Like I mean basically showroom quality, which is so cool. But let's get behind the wheel of this thing. Let's go for a cruise. Got the key right here, got my bike rack. Super fun, super fun. Let's do it. This weather though. All right, in the 350Z HR, going for a cruise. Let's get these windows down. Yes, the check engine light's still on and the gas light is still on, but we have gas. Hopefully there will be no one out here on the roads today because it is Monday morning. It's about 9:30, so it's not the earliest, but could you imagine? And the gas light is still on, but we have gas. I think I'm running out of gas. I think we just ran out of gas. One sec. Oh, we ran out of gas. Oh my God. How could I? Well, I want cheers. Robert literally was coming over this mountain right here, right as we ran out of gas. So perfect timing. We're gonna run to the gas station right now and go buy a gas can. Man, this happened last week. Yo, dude, thank you for coming to pick me up. Oh, you're literally right here.
I didn't even come.
What were the odds? That was perfect timing.
I literally was like, oh yeah, I know that car. Oh.
I started ripping it up that hill back there, and halfway through the pull, I don't have one. I have to buy one from the gas station, bro.
So sad.
They're 20 bucks. Man, I was mid-pull, I felt it like cut power for like half a second, and I was like, oh no, man. Thought we had gas. I really did. Here's what it is. Gang, there it is. Boom. Thank you for all the help, peace. All right, huge thanks to Robert. All right, let's put some gas in this thing. Dang, did not expect this morning. Tell ya. Here we are. There it is, 1 gallon. All right, we got our gas. Let's rock it. Oh man. Now the real question is, was that the problem? Well, if she doesn't start now, then we'll know. Cheers. Oh, we're good. We're good. Corvette. All right. Back on the road. So we know for a fact that we have just about 1.1 gallons of gasoline inside this 350Z right now. So I get about 8 miles per gallon. So what we need to do right now is go straight to the gas station because it's about 5 miles away. I feel like we're already gonna be pushing the limits. Just leave it in 6th gear, just cruise all the way to the gas station. There's a crazy fire out there right now. I don't know if you can see the smoke, but it's just, honestly, you can't really get out into the middle of that field very well. So they have helicopters trying to drop water all over that spot. So hopefully they get that out soon. But this video is supposed to be about the brand new 2024 Nissan Z Nismo. And we got kind of sidetracked with how the beginning of this video went. But anyways, I was looking at nissanzclub.com. If you guys are interested in checking out any type of news or anything for the new Nissan Z, go check out nissanzclub.com. They have all all the new owners are posting their cars on there, and they have all their cool information about their cars, and it's a great spot to find a bunch of information about these cars that you might not know already. So, but right here, just recently, actually, on June 12th, so just about 5 or 6 days ago, MC Nismo is one of the members on the NissanZClub.com, and he's probably one of the most active people in the community, I'm not gonna lie. And he posted this thread of some pictures that may have been leaked of the brand new Nissan Z front bumper of the Nismo. I'll put the pictures right here, and as you can tell, the front is a lot more pointy. It's got the iconic pinched front bumper look where it kind of comes down a little bit lower than the stock front bumper, like we've seen previous on the 350Z and the 370Z. One thing that MC Nismo actually did say is that the front bumper, it looks like it has this little piece that goes across the front, and if you compare to the previous pictures of this front bumper, it looks like it's different than what we've seen in the past. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this is probably the third variation of this bumper that I've seen, so I'm really not sure what Nissan's doing. I feel like maybe they can't decide on what they want the front bumper to look like for this car, or maybe they're changing things up based on, you know, airflow, or maybe in the wind tunnels they found that the front bumper doesn't let the air in or move the air around in the way that they would like, or in the most efficient manner, so they're redesigning the front bumper. I know we've seen the Fairlady Z front bumper, which was on the orange car about last year this time. I'll put a picture of it right here. And all I remember is that this front bumper had quite a bit of criticism to it, or there was a lot of controversy. People just weren't sure if they liked it or not, or if they thought it was the Nismo version. I don't believe that this is the Nismo front bumper. I did read someone say that Nissan's gonna be offering all these aftermarket parts in Japan specifically for these cars, and I'm not quite sure if they're gonna be released for the US market or not, but I'm sure you'll be able to order them in and import them from Japan. All right, I'm gonna jump out and get gas real quick, and then we're gonna cruise around a little bit more. I mean, at least we made it to the gas station. That's what I was kind of worried about. Bang. Sweet. I did see some people were saying I should put the wheels from the red car on this blue car. I think that would actually look pretty good, especially if we do get some new wheels for the red car. I think they would look good. All right, we just got 35 bucks. I don't want to fill it just in case I take it to True Motive this week and have them check out the gas light. Oh, the gas meter actually moved, and last time I checked, it was basically completely broken. So, I don't know, sometimes it randomly decides to work. Last time I put 60 bucks in this thing, and it just stayed all the way below E, like there was no gas anyway. So I don't know, it's just super random. So in the comments of this same article, I read that people were talking about if this car was going to be coming in a manual or an automatic, and a few people gave their thoughts on this, and there seems to be quite a bit of speculation. There seems to be quite a few people out there that think that the Nissan Z Nismo is going to come with just an automatic transmission and no manual option. And this is because the normal sport and performance models come with a manual option. If they go with the fast route, if they go the route where they want the Nismo to be like the really fast version of the Nissan Z and like smoke the Toyota Supra and all that, I believe that they're going to have to go with the automatic, because the manual transmission is going to take some time off of that 0 to 60 and just how fast the car is in general. So if they do want to go strictly for speed with the new Nissan Z Nismo, then I would imagine that the automatic transmission is basically the only way to go. But I'm hoping, a lot of people are saying that not having a manual transmission would be a deal breaker for them. So I'm not gonna lie, it seems in the Z community, sheer speed is like third on everyone's list. I feel like handling and just honestly affordability, or what is the word I'm trying to think of, like being able to even acquire the vehicle itself. I do feel like the Nismo might get a little expensive. I saw people were saying that around 65,000 or 64,999 is what they think that it's going to be starting at. A lot of people were saying anything over 70 is basically it's not happening for them, like they just can't. So, and I understand, I mean, 70,000 for a Nissan Z is quite a bit. As far as the horsepower numbers go, people were saying that, I mean, the Nismo is going to have a lot more horsepower than the original car. I don't know if you guys remember, but about a year and a half ago when Nissan unveiled the new Z, they mentioned that the Nismo is not just going to be a body kit like the previous cars. So I'm assuming there's going to be some powertrain differences, like different horsepower and torque numbers. I did see AMS Performance was able to tune the Red Sport Infinity, which is the same motor that comes from the Nissan Z, to about, I want to say it was 450 horsepower and 520 pound-feet of torque. Torque or horsepower over 500 would just be absolutely nuts. I feel like it would definitely be giving other cars out there that are on the road in the same price range a run for its money. So I'm gonna get in front of this Lexus here. some people were saying that the Nismo is gonna come from the factory with 414 horsepower, so 14 more horsepower than the sport and performance Nissan Zs. And I really just don't think those are the correct numbers, because I mean, I feel like 14 horsepower is not very much. Even when we look at the 350Z Nismo to the regular 350Z, it was 287 horsepower for the DE, and then the HR, like the top of the line HR Nismo, had 306, I think. So that's about a 19 horsepower difference. So I would assume that this new Nismo Z is gonna have more than 14 horsepower increase over the sport and the performance one. I would say probably around 450 horsepower, maybe even 500. Like if Nissan decides to go 500 horsepower with this new Nismo, I mean, that would be insane. I feel like it would be way faster than the Supra. I feel like people are kind of just waiting for Nissan to do this. Twin turbo V6 making 400 horsepower seems like there's a lot more room to grow in there, and especially watching what these other people have done with tuning these cars, I seriously am interested to see what Nissan does release from factory, because like they mentioned, it's not just going to be a body kit. So I'm really excited. I'm hoping Active-Aero. I was noticing in this front bumper picture right here, it almost looks like this little piece that goes across the front might slide in and out of the front bumper under like acceleration, or I don't know what that would do for the aerodynamics, but it just almost looks like, because if we look at a picture from previously, it doesn't look like this piece was there, and then in this picture it's obvious on the front bumper. So I don't know if this piece is like Active-Aero and it can be slid out and in or something. I think that would be really cool. It would not be the first time we've seen Active-Aero in JDM cars. I know the Supra from like the 90s, the Mark IV Supra had Active-Aero in the front, where the front lip would actually come down underneath the front bumper of the car. And I think that's super cool, and we don't really see Active-Aero incorporated in any cars nowadays. So if they did decide to do that, that would be a win. Oh man, let's go this way. This is a little back road I take to get to work. So those are my thoughts on the new Nissan Z Nismo, and some other people's thoughts as well. Let me know down in the comments what you think the Nissan Z is going to offer, specifically the Nismo version. I do think, I'm almost guaranteed 100% sure we're going to see higher horsepower numbers. What those numbers are, just not quite sure yet. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention is all the spy pictures that you've seen in this video have GTR Nismo wheels on them. I think they're 20s or 19s, I can't really tell, but I think they're 20s, and that's pretty awesome. If the new Nissan Z comes with GTR wheels, especially GTR Nismo wheels, that would be sweet. You can actually see in this picture right here that MC Nismo actually posted. He said they actually taped over the word Nismo on these wheels, so you can't see that they're Nismo wheels. So, and they're very similar to the stock ones that come on the GTR. So are we gonna see GTR wheels on the Nissan Z Nismo? I'm not quite sure, but that would be pretty cool to see. And as well as these huge red brake calipers in the front and rear of the car, which I don't believe is stock on the sport or performance cars. So super excited to see what the Nismo has to offer. It seems like there's a lot of things in the works for this car, and they're just gonna be upgrading everything one by one, I'm assuming. It seemed like when they released the new Z, there was lots and lots of room they left ahead of the car to be modified, and I'm excited to see what they release from the factory, so let's get it. Oh man. Oh Jesus. Okay. Work is right here. Oh man, gotta get it out of my system before I clock in for the rest of the day, you know? Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't joined the family yet. We're about to hit 24,000 subscribers, which is so cool. I'm gonna be posting more updates with the Nissan Z as more things get revealed. I haven't really posted any updates with the Nissan Z in about a year, and I'm gonna get back into it because I'm super excited for this Nismo to come out. So anyways, thank you once again so much. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.